everybody. All right, so if you are looking for a way to inspire your child to find the courage to try something new, what better way than with a new children's book from best-selling author and ballerina Misty Copeland.
Misty Copeland, the first African-American female principal dancer for the American Ballet Theater, and she is joining us live right now to talk about her new book, Bunheads. What an honor and a privilege to have you here live with us this morning. Misty Copeland, everybody. Misty, I gotta tell you.
Thank you.
I finished watching Dear Misty on Apple TV, and I was Misty. I was crying the entire time because it was just amazing to see the inspiration that you have provided for so many young women, and women of color, that is. So let me get to the book, because what inspired you to write it?
Well, thank you so much for watching, and you know, that turned out so well. I'm so proud of the, you know, incorporating young people into my story, which has been such a vital part of it. Giving back, mentorship, you know, there's so many negative tropes and connotations connected to ballet throughout history, in television and in film and in the media, and that's not a lot of people's experiences. And I really wanted to give the next generation an authentic voice and lens of what it is to be a dancer, and the beautiful relationships that are made, and how you can learn from the people around you and how they are different and how you can support one another. And so this is a story that's, you know, the characters are based on people that are actually in my life and that I grew up with in the ballet studio. And so I really just wanted to kind of highlight how from a young age that that mentee-mentor relationship, or even just supporting your peers, is already starting to happen in your life, and it carries on even in a professional company.
Right.
I love how authentic it is. Okay, so the title, Misty, is Bunheads. You're not repping a bun today, but that's okay. Give us the meaning behind the title.
Yeah, bunheads is like a term of endearment that, you know, we use within the ballet community, like a dancer that just loves ballet so much that they don't want to take off their, you know, practice clothes. They don't want to take their hair out of a bun because they're just so committed and dedicated to it. So, you know, I think of like this bunheads group as these misfit characters, but that represent so many different types of people from different communities. You know, we have boys in the book, different ages, different backgrounds, me being biracial, the other lead in the book, Catalina, who is Mexican American. But we are these, you know, misfit group of characters that find commonality and beauty in the ballet studio.
But they also represent people in your life. Like Catalina, correct me if I'm wrong, was your best friend growing up.
Yes.
And it's also you as a young girl. And your story is so interesting, too, because not only obviously are you breaking barriers, but it wasn't easy to get there. No. I mean, your teacher actually pulled you out of a hotel room you were living in. Do you get into that in the book, talking about just some struggles?
Not in this book, but not those struggles, but definitely the struggles of what it is to step into something new and different and outside of your comfort zone. So, you know, we kind of touch on that from my own life background and story in the book, Misty walking into the studio and just really being scared, but finding this support within her friend Kat, and from her teacher, Mrs. Bradley, and just all of the people around her, and how typical and normal it is for a child to be afraid to do something new, but then how much they grow and can find so much joy when they do take that leap.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's directed at kids. So let's talk to some kids right now, because your book has inspired us to ask some of the kids in our community to tell us something new that they want to try. So take a look at this.
I want to try cheerleading. I want to try something.
Okay, tell me one thing you want to try.
A flip.
A what?
A flip.
A flip. Good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do this.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Good. And what is that called?
That goes hip-hop class.
So you want to try hip-hop class?
I wish I had the confidence to try my back handspring back tap.
One thing I've always wanted to try is skydiving. Seems terrifying, but also kind of thrilling.
What's something new that you want to try?
Chicken.
Chicken. You know, there's
Chicken.
always chicken, Misty. There's always chicken.
That's the next book.
What do you want to say to some of those young folks who might, chickens? That's one thing. But for like for the young girl who wanted to do her, what was it, her back handspring or
A backflip.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's so important that we encourage kids to try new things, to support them. I think that there's a fine line, and I'm often asked by parents, do I push them into doing this? It'll make them better in the end. And I think that children will express what they want to do. Of course, you can guide them and support them, but I think it's such a beautiful thing just to hear them say, that to acknowledge maybe they're afraid, but to express the things they dream about and want to do. I think it's just so important to support them.
Okay, well, we're going to let them put you to the test because they have some questions. Take a listen.
Hi, Misty. My name is Brecken, and I know you faced a lot of adversity in your dance life, and since I'm a boy who gets bullied a lot for dancing, what would you say to the bullies? Bye.
It's a good question.
Good.
Wow, he went deep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. No, I mean, I would say that it's important to listen to the people around you that are there for the right reasons, that care about you, love you, and support you. And the more that you give life and light to people that don't really matter in your life, the more it's going to bring you down. And so I think it's really important just to kind of block out the noise and keep the ones that matter close to you.
That's right. That was
Very
from
good
Brecken.
advice.
Brecken, listen, that was really good advice. And we have one more we want to get to from another local dancer. Her name is Eva. Take a look. Listen.
I was wondering, have you ever messed up on stage? If yes, then how do you deal with it? What goes through your head at that moment?
Very good question. It's one of my favorite things, I think, to be tested, whether you fall, you just are removed from the present, which happens a lot, and how you get back on track. I mean, I think that's kind of like the story of life. It's the journey, it's not the destination, and it's about how you recover in those moments. And I think that's really what it is to be a professional. You're in live performing, and it's not going to go perfect. It's never going to go perfect. So it's how you use your strength, your training, and your intelligence to make quick reactions and responses.
Yeah, the key is always to get back up. Misty, it's been such a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for the wonderful advice today.
Seriously, could talk to you all day, every day. I'm giving you a big virtual hug, right? And can you please just come back? I mean, you're such. I could listen to you all day. All right, I'm holding you to it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you in studio when we can do that again.
Yes.
Best of luck to you. Not that you're going to need it because your new book, Bunheads, is available wherever books are sold. And that's going to be a bestseller.